What made you come up with a name, Skin Tone Brown, for a project?
Overall theme was like brown. That word, that color just stuck in my mind. At the time when I was creating it, it was like George Floyd had been and Breonna Taylor. So it was like in my music, I don't really touch on a whole bunch of like political or social injustices. So I'm like, I want to make my statement kind of just in the title.
How did you create this project?
It started right in the beginning of the pandemic. So I had been dragging my feet.
Yeah.
Like
I would say so.
The last project I put out was called Verses, and I think that was a couple years ago. And so since the pandemic, and a lot of what I do is based off of my live show and live performances, I'm like, well, I got to do something. I'm not out every other night performing. So I'm gonna just buckle down and put some stuff together. So I would say I started around like March 2020.
Okay. Typically everybody, go in the studio and record.
It's pros and cons, right? Like when I'm recording myself, like I'm not charging myself by the hour, right? So I can take as long as I want.
Right.
I can do as many takes as I want. I don't feel like it's bogged down in this like pressure. Yeah, I can try certain things that I'm like, I don't know if this sounds dumb, but I'm gonna try because I'm here by myself. So I was really able to stretch out with how I format my songs, and like I can do as many stacks and many harmonies and as many things as I want because I'm like
you're on your own time.
I'm on my own time, and I can try as many things, and I can I always say it's better to have more than you need. Like you can always take it away. You can't add anything, like, and everything else kind of falls into place. So the sample and the style and everything kind of just geared and directed me and set the tone for the whole project.
Speaking of style, you have your own style, and it's sometimes it sets you apart for me because like a lot of times you see people try to fit in the box that everybody else fit in, but you actually create your own like style. Like I think one time I seen, I was like, she looked like she about to perform, and like she not even performing.
Right, and it's not a thing like I want attention or anything. It's just more so staying true to who I am. Like when I perform, I'll show up in t-shirt, jeans, a jean jacket, or anything. But in my mother's eyes, I'm supposed to have on like a nice shimmery gown. And I'm like, Mom, this is not what we're doing.
A nice shimmery gown.
Yeah, like something, a flowy number. Like, Mom, no, this you gonna perform. That's what you gonna wear. And I'm like, yes.
Now I can't remember the exact song, but I do recall the video. You had on, I think, a blazer.
That I always struggle with when I'm doing events like that, when it's like, okay, you gotta hit it and get off. Yeah. It's like I don't know if I had the time to connect.
Okay.
So that's the only thing, and that just comes from the style of performing that I do. I always have like extended things when I have live instrumentation behind me. It's just that's just my comfort zone. And then a lot of times I'll write a song and I don't even have like a theme in mind. Like once I'm done, I'm like, oh, this is about this. This kind of tells the story of this. So it just happens however it happens. I take it. Sometimes I have like a theme or idea in mind. Sometimes the instrumental kind of guides me. Sometimes I'll write something a cappella in the car and I'll just get on my computer and flick through beats that I have and see where it fits. So it really is, it's no rhyme or reason. It just happens however it happens.